The year is 2224 AD, March 16th, a Friday. 2 a.m. off the shores of J City. Hey, boss. We got the box ready.
Good. No, in JamiroCorp, they want their shipments intact.
Yeah. Here. He hands you a rather small black box, one that you're kind of familiar with. It's from the expedition. A little while ago, you and your crew, as you normally do, went out searching through decent close waters to shore where old society's been buried. You generally dive underneath, grab relics, come back up. That's the routine. This time you found something interesting, though. Something strange. A weird icon, a token of some kind. You thought it was valuable, so you just locked it up, put it in a box. Now you're ready to take it back. Another day, another life in mundanity. Right. Anyways, just to ask, sir, what, you know why we're really taking stuff like this? I don't... Sorry,
I don't know. Don't care. I don't think it's our place to ask questions.
Right, sir. Well, anyways, I believe Coast is coming up pretty soon. Here, I'll head off and get things ready, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, boss. Oh, and Mr. Joestar. Are you doing okay? I'm just asking. I mean, everything been all right? You seem a little like, you know, on edge.
As all right as it can be.
Right.
Go get the men ready.
Gotcha. He starts running off. You kind of left just sitting on front of the boat end, kind of looking at the dark night. The city's lights up ahead as you kind of drift closer. But you're kind of interrupted from your pondering. This is usually the peaceful time, the time when you can just kind of sit. Before the dread comes back in, before the kind of in between the joy of riding the sea, you kind of see something up ahead. Red. Fire. Burning.
What?
The warehouse. Where you're supposed to be going, something's going on. There's burning there. It's stretching. You notice it, but it seems like you're not the only one. As almost instance before leaving, a figure starts drifting back up. Hey guys! Hey, boss! There's
What's going on? Have we heard anything?
He gives you microphone. Nope, no response. He gives you a pair of binoculars, and gazing off, you notice and finally see up close a fire on the shores. He kind of says into your ears while you look through the binoculars. Well, I don't know. I don't think we can go in like that, boss. I could get the raft ready if you want to investigate.
No word from JamiroCorp at all.
No, nothing. Just silence.
No transmission of any kind?
Nope.
Shit. Can we bring the ship to Can we bring the ship to port?
No, sir. The ports are on fire a bit too much. We got a raft being blown up right now, though. We could go down in person, just a few of us.
Ready it.
Right. He heads off. And in the next couple of minutes, you end up loading off, getting inside with the box, and heading off to... Sorry, something dropped. End up unloading yourself down to the ocean floor. The waves drifting heavily as your boat comes to a stop. You end up just paddling the rest of the way there. You slowly drift on over, and something strange occurs. You're not sure why, but as you drift closer, the fire starts to fade, turns to ash, and then suddenly it's gone. But you're already close to the shore, so you load on up, park near the pier, and take your first steps off the boat. Oops. Wrong minute. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, you step off of the boat and end up on the pier. Ahead of you is rather strange, a kind of like, it's just an ashy field of where all the equipment once laid. This was the warehouse itself, the place you were originally going to park off and take your investigations, but it seems that there are multiple scorch marks on the ground, as if areas where fire was once here but has suddenly disappeared, and some of the crates and stuff around the spot seem to be completely untouched, like the fire contained itself to specific spots of the pier. It's all rather strange, but you kind of look around and you don't see much of anything besides a black convertible just sitting off near the side.
Did I bring any of my men with me?
Yes, you did. I will add them to the thing. You brought one guy, the same guy from before. The raft could really only hold 2 people, comfortably. So he's like, "Oh, what happened here, boss? I don't know about this."
You got a weapon, Corporal?
I mean, no real weapon. I brought a fire hydrant, but that's about it.
Johann scoffs to himself, pulls out a throwing knife, and hands it to him.
Oh! He kind of stumbles with it a bit. He holds it like a knife and just like, "Gotcha, boss."
It's not much, but at least it'll keep you away.
Right. Let's go.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your head on the swivel.
Okay. You take your steps off the pier. Getting off into the shore, you reach down on the kind of old metal pier that you've kind of known for now. You're off the edge of the JamiroCorp production facilities, so it's pretty quiet. There's not much going on, and if there wasn't signs of a massive fire just having taken place, it would be entirely normal. At this point, make me a brains test, which will just be 1d6 plus your brain, or 2d6 actually plus your brains. All right. So you scope the environment around a bit, holding the box tight to yourself, and you stop really looking at what's going on, and you start trying to listen. And you kind of hear a few sounds. One sounds like from inside the factory, there are sounds of some kind of scuffle of some kind or some kind of movement. And meanwhile, from a bit off to your right, you hear the sounds of a bike moving quickly, coming on around the sides. What would you do?
I'll shoot a glance back at the corporal with me. Corporal, find some cover quickly.
All right, boss. He kind of
these boxes over here. Hide behind them.
Yeah, he's running over there. Manages to duck behind them and just kind of peeks his head out.
I duck behind these 2 right here.
The bike roars up suddenly, and as it rounds the corner, you see a man, his hair wrapped up in a ponytail, kind of tightly, nice and neat, kind of come around the corner. And in his hand, he has like a gripped, like one hand is gripped to the bike, the other hand gripped pretty tightly onto the a revolver or kind of a weapon he has on his side as he's kind of holding it to the side, grabs the handles again, does a quick turn, and then pulls on up into the your line of sight. Let me just drop that there. So this man, going over to his perspective real quick, you're a little late. They kind of went on ahead. They straight from JamiroCorp. You didn't get a time to introduce them, but you saw the fires from the building, and you've gotten here. And you turn around the corner, you see a car and 2 individuals. Both of them hiding behind crates and a bunch of fire. It's a bit confusing, but you are here now.
I thought I fucking told those motherfuckers to wait. Steps off the bike. He clicks on a switch that is hidden in the bike, and a wing pops off with a revolver, like a really big revolver on it. He just takes it, checks the ammo, closes the wing, locks up the bike, and starts making his way. Do I make a perception check? See
yes. Yes, sure. You kind of noticed the guy over here kind of behind the crate, but you didn't notice this guy. But yeah, you can just kind of address him real quick.
So, turns, points his gun at this dude. And care to say what happened here?
You first. Seems like you're here with intent.
Yeah, but you're here first. At least, it seems you've gotten here first.
You're not too far off. My name is Johann Joestar, captain with JamiroCorp. What's your business here?
I'm kind of working for the same company now, apparently.
Huh. No need for hostility.
Stops
No need for
pointing.
hostilities, correct?
Yeah, something like that.
At that point, as you both kind of just keep talking, suddenly from behind you, a bright light shines, and from inside the factory, the door suddenly bursts with light again, as energy and heat just radiates from the front.
Fuck
Johann, you don't know what's going on, but you have a bit of an idea, Yang. The robot must be inside, at least that's what they said. Boss? What's going on?
That's a very good question, Corporal.
He runs over here, takes cover, reaches into his bag, pulls out a grenade, takes the pin off, throws the grenade inside, waits, and the grenade starts like a sprinkler throwing water everywhere. And so he waits.
All right.
Riders on the storm.
All right. Something happens though. The moment you try to activate your Riders of the Storm ability, you don't find a source for the water. Confused, you peek around the corner and you realize that the flames licked up around and instantly evaporated the water grenade. Whatever this thing is, it's directly controlling the flames to counteract your water effect.
Motherfucker.
Hey boss, we should probably head out now.
Corporal, get back. Here. No. Corporal. Investigate that car.
Okay. He runs off.
Whatever happens, don't come into the building.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Don't get too close to the car. Just a tip.
Corporal, don't get too close to the car. Just take cover and try to find a way to get in contact with the higher ups at JamiroCorp. Maybe somebody can tell us what the hell.
Can I take a look? Like, take a step back and take a look at the inside.
Yes. Inside, you see some figures moving. They're kind of trying to... You essentially see a large metal form, but everything is kind of smoked out or blocked by the intense light coming out. You're kind of having trouble adjusting from this spot. But there is an opening. You can enter inside.
Well, wish me luck.
Hey, wait!
I don't wait.
Yeah. All right. You now watch the strange gentleman from the bike run on inside, and you have a choice. You either enter with him or leave.
Seeing my opening, I enter it. Corporal, remain here.
Yes, sir. All right.
I draw my cutlass and enter.
All right. Okay, so let me just transfer these pogs over. You enter into the warehouse. All right.
That's a big-ass robot.
Okay, let me... Jay, James, and Byrne, you guys put yourself around where the hell you think you would have been in the room when they entered.
I burst. I burst through the door, cutlass in hand, stopping in awe of what's going on around.
Yeah.
There's smoke.
So
how much smoke is there in this
actually I should probably get a different pog for Burn right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I will describe the interior in a second. Okay.
Thank you.
So you step on inside, and what you see is fire. Fire spreading around the entire warehouse as you look around side to side. In front of you, almost dominating over the fire itself, is a gigantic form. A metal machine, forged from what looks to be some dark material, some kind of brass, but due to its size and weight, it must be too large and powerful to be brass. Its eyes glow with the same intensity of the fires around, and its stomach seems to open up, a furnace inside. Its upper body seems a bit more proportioned than its bottom, which is actually 4 large, claw-like legs that stick into the ground. It seems to be engaged, but upon your entrance, it shifts its attention over to you. You see more people in here, James, Johan, but Yang sees some of the people he's supposed to be working with, his new comrades.
You motherfuckers! Wait the fuck! Wait!
Standing atop the scaffolding, this lady takes a step forward and motions. The fire seems to part around her, and you get a clear shot. My, look at you! Oh, wait, put the gun down. I swear, even though I'm in this position, I swear I'm not the bad guy. I realize this is extremely incriminating looking.
Mid-talking, suddenly the machine kind of turns around and gives you a look. It seems to have regained its attention.
Oh, well, look at you. She maintains eye contact with it.
All right.
Well, what are you lot waiting for? Come on, pick it up. It's focused on me.
Young will move forward.
All right.
I would like to attack.
All right.
Is this where we roll initiative?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So, as the beast turns, the flames flicker, sparking to new invigoration as everyone enters the combat. Now, let's go. Okay.
Are there no sprinklers in this warehouse?
You actually, I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so, let's go. Give me your turn. What's everyone's speeds?
A.
I don't see.
Stand speed.
D.
Yeah, it would be
Stand speed is E. Hey, I had to have some dump stats, okay?
My overwhelmingly strong stand has a speed of C.
I didn't have one.
Excuse me, what was that from the back?
Huh? I can't hear you over all this fire.
That's a very good point.
Nice song selection.
Actually, my speed stat A.
Yeah, God, they're all fast. All right.
Ah!
Quad A batteries. All right, so I need. Okay, James. We'll start you at C, James, because you're still a normie at this point.
Yeah.
And you'll go after Jay goes. All right. So first off, Yang, get going. You look up. Okay, look up. You see the sprinklers. They were there. They've already gone out. Looks like this thing just ended up burning up the sprinklers as soon as they started.
Oh, fuck my life, Dan. Is there a place where there's no flames, like under the robot and near the robot?
Though it's not really pictured, there is kind of just a layer of flames around the robot. There are spots with no flame, but they would be on the balconies. So you'd have to get on up there real quick.
I see.
Unfortunately, the only entrances are blocked by fire right now, but you do have guns.
So, I will run here.
Okay.
And can I try to throw another water grenade at her?
Yeah.
While the robot is not looking.
Yes, the robot's not looking at you right now, so you could attempt it.
Okay, what do I roll?
All right, you just roll a 2d. Oh, 1d6 plus your bronze, actually. No, 2d6. You're not contesting anything, so yeah, 2d6 plus your bronze. All right, yeah, that's a success. You managed to toss it on over.
Now a question, are you throwing this at me, or like a catch, or is this going to pop hilariously?
Yeah, this is going to pop hilariously. You see, water is a good conductor for Hamon. Don't worry about it.
Water bounces on, and then the grenade does explode hilariously, basically next to you.
Oh goodness, I hate water.
And then everything in about a 40 feet area here becomes shrouded in mist.
All right. Clarice suddenly finds herself completely consumed inside of a mist. You also hear the sounds of just movement slightly away from you. But yes. Oh, let me check his speed. Oh, he's like, crap. Okay, yeah. All right. So with that, it would be. Longra, is that all you're doing? I think that's all you can do.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I summoned my
Clarice's turn.
stand. We were gonna just.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you summon your stand in there. It'll stay invisible right now because mist. But yes, it is your turn now, Clarice.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to activate my special Hamon ability. Normally, this would be used for crystallization of, like, you know, living crystal materials, but I suppose it'll do with the crystallization of ice. She's going to extend her hand and send ripples of electricity throughout the entire cloud, causing it all to harden and form a single jagged point. She jumps forward and drives it into the robot.
All right. So, Yang, having set up the conditions for a stand, is getting ready to summon it. But suddenly, Clarice turns the fog into an icicle, destroying the condition for his stand to be able to be summoned, and instead launches that straight into the robot.
Ideally, I wouldn't use up all of it. Just enough to coat my hand.
I mean, it's 40 feet in a radius.
Okay.
Yes.
I was vastly overestimating the size of this icicle punch. Like, I was thinking Gurren Lagann levels, but yes, okay.
Oh, it's my first turn of the game, dear. That'll come later.
So yes, you jump on down, giving it a punch. Roll 1d6 plus bronze.
Can I do my Hamon special ability since it's Hamon crystallization?
Yes, 2d6 plus bronze.
Yeah. Or it's 3d6, select the two highest, right?
Yes.
As I'm Hamon level 2. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, I'm gonna take the 6 and the 3, I suppose.
Alright.
9, 14.
Alright, so it's going to attempt to do something as well. It's just going to try to straight up...
Oh, I beat it by one.
Yep, you beat it by 1, good. It erupts flames out of itself, attempting to just melt your shard, but you manage to actually break through the fire shield and manage to, although it's melted at this point, you end up punching it with a slightly melting sickle. It ends up stop being the piercing weapon you were hoping for and instead becomes like a cudgel. You cause a dent to form in the creature's massive appearance.
All of her grace disappears for a split second and she just goes like, eh! And slams it on the side. Tong! Behold my study technique. And then when it moves again, just wham, 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 wham! Behold my study technique!
Okay. Do you attempt to make a graceful landing?
Yes.
Alright, would you like to land on the balcony or on the floor?
It's
large enough where you could go for either.
I would like to, yeah, let's roll back to the balcony. That seems like fun.
Alright. You roll back to the balcony, land on top of it.
Not break your legs.
Yeah. Land back on top of the balcony, and it does not look very impressed. To say the least. But, going down, Yona, you've entered some kind of crazy shit right now. You see guys throwing grenades, someone jumping through the air and crystallizing
I just saw
ice.
somebody karate chop a robot.
It's okay, you can be impressed.
Johan's look of shock has transitioned from one of bewilderment to one of just sheer... What?
You can tell me how excellent I am.
He snaps out of his trance and looks around for anything that he could use against that rope.
You do find a shield right around here.
Oh,
How tall is your character?
5'11".
Meters, please. Centimeters.
God, you're gonna make me do conversion?
Nearly 2 meters. Nearly 2 meters.
2 meters. Okay, thank you.
So yes, you do have a shield and a cutlass now. So it's not much, but it's enough to hold it back.
A lot of damn good this is gonna do me. Any guns? Did they keep any like projectiles in here?
Oh, maybe, but everything's kinda in a bad situation right now.
Burning.
Damn it! I'll take the shield, I guess. And I run over to Yang. Do I just put
All right.
the shield? Or...
I'll let get the shield control. I'll give you control of the shield.
I run over to Yang. What? Hey! Slap him on the shoulder. What's going on?
Do you have a stand?
A what?
Yeah, I figured. So,
Ooh, another like me!
this is for your own safety. It's better if you get out of here and never think about this you want.
Sorry, but this is kind of my area of jurisdiction. If anything happens to it, my ass is gonna burn. He looks around the fire, literally.
Oh, good one!
He glances up the balcony. He can't see anybody, but he hopes his tired look is cutting through the fog.
Oh, don't give me that look. I've been told that I tend to commentate and participate over other people's actions. You'll get used to it.
I can't see you, but at least I can hear you.
I'm also very loud.
Yes, you are. Johan shoots a look over to his left at whatever. Like he's trying to make sense of whatever.
Just try not to die. Okay.
Easier. Trust me, I've been through a lot worse than this.
No, you haven't.
So, any plan of attack?
What?
Any plan of attack? Hello.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Didn't understand what you were saying.
Do you have a plan of attack?
I was hearing a point of attack. I was like, what?
Attack its throat! I made a dent!
Try. Maybe its eyes. It's like open or something. Just do what you can, I guess. But really, you should really get out.
Chris, I try to get a.
Do you have a gun?
Johan kind of just holds up his cutlass, shrugs.
I give you a pistol.
Alright, you want to use your last action to shoot at the robot?
I'm gonna survey the area. Is there anything
I'm
that
gonna
I
need
can
that
shoot
back,
to cause damage?
You could try aiming for its eyes. I mean, that's always a neat spot.
I take aim and fire.
Alright, roll me 1d6 plus bronze.
God damn it.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, you aim for its eyes, and honestly, it doesn't really do much to defend you, as it just doesn't really consider you a threat. At which point, you shoot it in one of its eyes, cause a crack in the glass of one of its left eye sockets, and it just kind of immediately shifts attention again.
Hey, not bad.
Thanks.
All right.
Christian, can I glean anything from the model of this robot?
Maybe
or is it completely
you'd want to roll a
unknown to me?
2d6 plus your brains for me.
Oh, well, hold on, that's 2D.
Yeah, 2d6.
Yeah.
So. All right. You have no idea what the make and model or anything this is, but the JamiroCorp Industries logo at the bottom of its carapace sure does tell you who made it.
Pretty definitively ours. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about the make of this thing.
Meanwhile, over in the corner...
God damn, that's a lot of fire in an instant. Well, shit. I'm just gonna...
That's why it's important to climb above the fire, Chuckle.
All right.
Combat
okay,
roll
man.
over the fucking
Yeah. You have to contest the fire with 1d6 plus bronze.
God damn it.
You gotta beat a 9.
God damn it.
Your left sleeve licks on fire and you take a damage as the fire just burns and you have to kind of put it out. But you end up right in front of a mirror on the other side of the fire.
Alright, first I'm gonna prep a secret action.
All right.
Okay. And next up, I'm going to summon Starchild.
All right. Okay, yes. Oh, wait, I was like waiting. Well, aren't you going to do it? And then I realized, no, wait a minute. That's my job. All right, yeah. All right. Emerging from you, a rather unintimidating form.
Go get him!
Oh goodness, he summoned the bean again!
How does Starchild move?
It just kind of wobbles in air. So it's going to wobble its way all the way up here, and it's going to do its special ability. It's going to form crystals on its eyes. This thing's eyes.
All right. You managed to form crystals over its eyes.
I gotta roll the precision.
But now you gotta roll precision, yeah, and you're gonna actually oppose its strength.
Oh wait, strength.
Oh boy, can your precision beat that?
Sure can.
All right,
roll
you form crystals over its eyes. In response, fire emerges from its eyes, burns the crystals, and it looking at you, fires a fire, almost like laser beam, straight into your stand.
Wild as fuck.
What's your stand's durability?
That sure is a C.
He's going to die!
A C? Alright, well you reduce the 17 damage by 1 point. It's only 16 damage that is then dealt back to you. Suddenly, Johan, you kind of like, glancing, you're kind of leaned up against the barrel. You see a figure behind you was fine a second ago, suddenly just light on fire after a laser beam of fire just kind of goes by and hits nothing.
Oh fucking god!
What was it even aiming at?
All right.
I've been told it's the shape of a bean.
What's a bean?
Like a bean.
While Chuckles burns behind the mirror, we go over to Roy's turn. Alright, so Burn, if you want to...
I mean, wait a second, Christian.
Mm-hmm.
The robot has been... everything in the 40 area has been shrouded in fog at his eye level. Could he even see the stand?
Yes, because the stand is close enough. It's specifically because the stand went up right next to him to form the crystals that he could see it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
Alright.
yes.
So this bondage-looking fuck over here, completely covered in leather and chains and
Top tier character.
grime, just grime. He will raise his hand and command, "Iron Maiden, strike." And as soon as he says that, 15 iron chains appear from his body, and one will lash out at the robot.
Alright. Give it a roll. What?
This is going to be precision.
Alright.
13?
Alright. Let me just... Okay, yeah.
7.
Your
Okay.
stand ends up making contact with the machine. The chain clinks on, and then suddenly from that source, Johan only sees this without the chain, but rust suddenly starts to form across the thing's carapace, urging from that one spot where the chain made contact. Suddenly the rust spreads out widely, and kind of forms an entire weak section on the front of it.
I would also like to ready a secret action,
Alright.
and that is my turn.
Okay. Now then. We get on to its turn. Getting attacked by all sides, it doesn't particularly know exactly who to target. Also, I will say that Starchild was sufficiently blown away by this attack.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's ended up contacting the piano, and stopping there. But
A beautiful melody.
suddenly come around, it decides the only option is to just engulf everything in flames. And so, around it, it releases what is essentially a wave around its body. A part of it opens up, and it reveals miniature flamethrowers built inside of the body. They breathe out fire, and then from that point, the fire then spreads wildly, striking around in all directions. Everyone should make rolls. How are you going to avoid this, essentially? And can you turn it back on the opponent? And you have to beat an 11. If you...
Here's the plan. I'm going to use Star Child's completely fucking crystallized chuckle.
Alright.
There we go.
Fuck!
Well, the crystals do help, but not enough for the crystals to
Chuckle
basically
herself
melt,
here.
and Chuckle is just basically knocked down, hits the piano next to Star Child, and Star Child disappears as Chuckle goes unconscious.
Oh,
Shit, man.
I'm going to try to hide behind my shield and try to block Yang as much as I can.
Well, see,
We
here's the
are
thing, he's
behind a
attacking-
barrel.
Hold on, just
Mhm.
really quickly. He's attacking everybody, correct?
Yes.
AoE.
All right, I will activate my readied action.
Mm-hmm.
This couch is going
Yeah.
in front of these two.
Ah, nice.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Thank
you're
you.
guessing your chains drag the couch on over?
Yes.
Alright, let me just grab this couch asset. It's hidden under multiple layers of shit.
Fire.
Yeah. I wish Roll20 could make this easy. Okay, finally. It's dragged on over. Wait. Okay, yes. It gets dragged on over and acts as a shield, the fire bracing, so I'm going to say you both get a plus 1d6 to blocking the fire from this attack. So, James, you're just rolling with your 1d6 plus bronze, but actually 2d6 plus bronze because of this. And then,
Young will pop another water grenade, so both of us are wet and more resistant
nice.
to fire.
Yes, that gives you an additional 1d6, so it's actually 3d6 plus your bronze.
I'm gonna prop up the shield to try to block as much of it for both of us as I
Yes.
can.
Alright,
Alright.
you actually beat its damage, so just give me a roll. Okay, yeah, so with all of the combined effort, you end up managing to block the fire. It all absorbs into the couch, lighting the couch aflame, but the chains attached to it could easily throw the couch away from you guys, stop you guys from getting it damaged by the flame from it.
I would imagine that I would have to do that on my next turn.
Throw it at the robot.
I would say yes.
Yes,
but
or next turn.
yes, but actually roll yours. How are you resisting this?
My stand
Tanking it.
because
Yeah,
it's a
you-
wearable type. My stand will take it.
All right, yeah.
So
Basically-
it's 1d6.
You will roll 1d6. Well, if you're your stand, then you roll like your stand's durability or whatever stat that is to reduce damage.
I resist it.
Oh yeah, you complete resist it. So you just kind of stand. The fire licks past you, not causing any damage as the couch takes the damage for them. How about you, Clarice?
Well, seeing as how the ice didn't work, I'm going to reach down, pick up a crystal that I keep on my person at all times. I'm very wealthy. And I'm going to pump it full of ham-on energy, cause it to
Alright.
expand to the size of a great boulder, and send it kicking to work simultaneously as a shield and as an attack against this fellow.
I
Alright.
feel like I'll someday shoot her in the head.
All right.
6, drop.
Although I suppose you could get along with my sister with that kind of personality.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if this actually works. Drop 2 lowest. Yep, okay.
Oh, yep. Awesome. Cool.
Take that sterling 1 damage once again.
Time.
Yep. All right. So yeah, it kind of again like a melty little crystal thing drops on it and causes another dent. Okay. Yeah. Now we're gonna go up to the top again. It is
My turn.
Your turn. Yes.
So, Christian,
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to explain what happens, or should I do?
All right. Yeah, you can do it. I'll get the pog.
So, the mist that has been surrounding the robot suddenly lifts and goes up and covers the whole ceiling of the what do you call this
Warehouse.
thing?
Warehouse.
And then you see something starts to fall from it, and then starts to rain inside the warehouse, and from above the clouds, there shouldn't be anything above the clouds, yet you see a flash of pale light as a pale rider strikes at this thing's neck.
And essentially,
flying down from the thing.
All right, so give it a roll.
It has A speed, C damage thing. Shit
All
like
right. All right.
that. And I set a secret action.
All right,
Two
is that
secret
6
actions, actually.
Is that 6 what it is? Was that 6 the thing you rolled, by the way? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, let's just roll it.
Actually, just let me check it.
Okay. Regardless, I'm pretty sure that, let's just see. Oh, no, wow. Okay, let's escalate. Let's escalate, yep. Alright, so, okay, it rolled a 9, so reroll.
Fuck!
Ooh. So, with that, you kind of come on down with, the Pale Rider comes down and tries to give a strike at it. In return, the robot kind of doubles back a bit, and it ends up going almost right in front of the chest cavity, at which point, fire emerges out and consumes the White Rider, doing 2 damage. The rain clouds seem to...
That triggers my secret action. And when Pale Rider gets hit, my secret action activates, and from the leftover mist that formed the rain clouds, an arrow shoots out, lowering the stats of my stand, but still a fun thing.
All right, yes. So, but he is still going to get hit, I'm guessing. But
yeah.
Yes. Pale Rider ends up getting hit, but while the thing is distracted by the Pale Rider, from the mist, another rider appears, a White Rider, and it fires off into the back of the thing. Roll me a 3d6, keep 2.
Plus 2.
3d6, keep 2, I think, yeah. And that'll be what you hit it for. All right. So since it was distracted, it's not really going to oppose you in any way, besides its durability, so it's just going to get a raw durability test. Oh, shit.
Of course.
Yeah. But the ice ends up kind of forming along the back. It kind of crystallizes a bit, but the damage does not actually seem to be done. It doesn't retaliate against you, though. It didn't know you were there.
It's also raining, so things are wet.
Yes. The fires seem to be fighting off against the rain. Roll me the rain, and I'm going to roll the fire real quick.
6 or...
Yeah. If Pale Rider's thing is precision, has good precision.
Oh.
The rains are basically fighting, Alright, so the fire still managed to keep strong due to the thing's, influence of its stand. So the rain and fire seem to only exist at the same time in some strange world. This is only making things even more confusing for Jonah, but regardless, it's Clarice's turn.
Okay, seeing Chuckle go down, she's going to leap onto the back of this, sort of boost off, jump, try to hit the side of this couch, and using Ham-On to take the leftover rain to sort of conduct it across her body. She's going to Ham-On water slide up over, land next to Chuckle, and heal him, ideally, if I roll insanely well, I hope.
Okay,
or I could fly into the fire and die.
White Rider just goes away after the shot.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, should I roll?
Yes, give me just a straight up roll.
Okay.
From whatever stat this is. That'd be bronze, so
Okay.
you're 2d6 plus bronze.
2d6 plus bronze. 9.
Ooh, so that's a partial success. So yeah, you manage to essentially kind of start sliding, but you end up kind of slipping off and drifting over the fire. Luckily, being soaked in water,
Can I try to catch her before she just goes off to?
Not in this
knows
case,
where.
my friend. But yeah, you end up crashing into the boxes over here, causing them to shatter and break. But you do get up, and hey, it's not. Well, let me roll dangerous boxes. Okay, you take some damage.
Even
but
though
you are
he's
near
KO'd,
Chuckles.
I can hear Chuckle being disappointed in me.
So you can go and heal Chuckle next time, though, and you're suspiciously far away from it now, so that's
Okay.
good. All right, Jonah, you see something kind of strange. When the rain started, you saw flickers of something. You saw a specter forming down here and over here too. It was only for a moment. You also saw chains. Strange things are happening. You can kind of see there's something going on outside of your sight. You feel an intense pressure inside of your coat pocket.
Either the heat's getting to me or I'm getting close to death. Either way, I'm not very crazy about our prospects. I look over at Yang. Can you go help them?
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna need as many people. We're gonna need help.
You might
Can I see Gimp Man?
Yes, you can see Get Man. He is very disturbing. There are multiple. Well, that's the thing. You see flashes of strange chains coming around him occasionally, but then they disappear again.
It's
All
all
right,
beam for a few seconds, and it just disappears.
Is this above the robot? This
Which-
balcony is it? This
yes,
this balcony.
it's kind of like
balcony.
its head and upper chest are level with the balcony.
All right. Can I see any wires exposed near the neck and the head?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So what would you
All
like
right.
to try to do?
I feel the burning of the whatever is in my pocket, and I pull it out. Is there anything that I can glean from it?
It's the black box. The small black box that was inside of your coat pocket. The one you were holding tight to, the one you found from underneath the sea. It glows slightly. Something inside it is glowing.
Almost robotically, I start to pull open the top of the small black box.
Alright. You peel it open and you are basically engrossed with light, which overcomes you. Yang, this is kind of freaky. Someone just got hit by light beams
Wait, what the
after
fuck?
opening a box. Meanwhile, we're gonna leave off there though, unless you want to do like an action like stepping back or something as you're overcome.
I kind of stagger backward. Oh, that's the shield, not the pog. Shield.
There you go.
Thank you. I kind of stagger backwards as I'm just barraged by the light. Not expecting it, honestly. Do I feel anything like? What do I feel?
An intense sensation in your mind. We'll get back to that though. Chuckles does nothing. It's okay. It's Roy's turn.
All right. So what I would like to do is I would like to attack again. This time, sending a chain at its head.
All right. Make that roll.
That is going to be 3d6, 11.
Understanding what your chains are this time, it looks down furiously and launches forward an attack of flame. But your chain, only heated up, manages to strike into his head, spreading rust throughout the top.
All right. And I would also like to ready one secret action. And would I be able to potentially send a chain to the piano and push the piano and my comrade over to my healing comrade?
Please send him over. I'm stuck in this box.
The way wearable works, I'd say like you get your stand and your action are kind of one, so you get two actions as your stand. So yeah, yes, you could do that.
All right. I will
Alright.
do so.
All right, the chains
So I
go
push
out.
the piano.
Yes. All right. Oh god, I gotta dig out the piano pog now. Hang on.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that was actually easy notes. Okay, it slides against the wall and Roy is kind of chucked over onto the very top.
Oh, you ever feel like a rag doll?
All the time, dear.
Well,
All right, next up, it's its turn. Its flamethrowers open up again, and it attempts to just blast an entire wave forward, hitting everything in front of it. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, Burn, you... Well, I guess you already used your action, so throwing the couch isn't exactly...
Yeah.
Can the Pale Rider try to slice the flamethrowers off?
Yes, that'll be its counterattack. So I guess it'd be... Oh, it would be the Pale Rider's speed versus the thing's strength.
Yes! Yes!
Holy
Ooh.
shit.
All right.
666. Just for...
All right. You slice off the flamethrowers. Let me just... So, suddenly bursting out, flames begin to erupt, but at the moment that the flames actually end up leaving the body, suddenly Pale Rider slices with its scythe, cutting into the flamethrowers and causing an explosion of fire within the thing. It did not seem ready for this, so even despite its stand gaining control over fire, it still manages to fry some of its internal functions. The thing then kind of stumbles back and then forward again. It then activates its stand ability, and fire begins pouring in from the side.
You see, but then, thing is, it activates my other secret action by moving.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah?
And the moment it moves, the feet lifting up from the ground, they leave a small opening because it has joints, right?
Yes.
And at this moment, Pale Rider, as fast as a fucking F1 car with its face, Young lifts up 2 acid grenades. Pale Rider picks them up, puts them on a joint, and acid splashes on the joints of the robot.
Ah, nice. Alright, so that would just be Pale Rider speed, probably, versus this thing. Probably this thing's speed. So that means bad. Alright, be a 5, Angra.
I already did.
Got a
17.
17.
Oh, jeez. Alright, yeah, so you break into this thing and essentially just cause acid to melt at a joint, and it kind of sits to the side. Infuriated, it turns the fire on you, causing intense flame to just burn in your direction from the fire.
This direction or my direction?
Your direction, Yang's direction, yeah.
I'm still wet.
Yes, you are still wet, but you were still next to the couch. At this point, the water on you has evaporated from the heat around your general location. I'm gonna let it work that many times. All right, so I need you to roll 1d6 plus bronze.
I can't beat, but I will try to reduce damage as much as I
Oh
can.
man, you got math.
Combat roll.
Nice.
Yeah, your combat roll. You kind of combat roll next to where Jonah is, and just kind of land off there. And then you kind of look up and kind of make eye contact with Jonah again. But then its turn's gonna end, and your turn will begin.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
See. So Pale Rider will go behind it and try to, like... Which part of it was... The face was rusted, right?
Yes.
It will ride atop the face and just bring the scythe down.
All right. All right. So make me a roll. That would just be your probably your strength. Yes. All right. Roll plus. Jeez, it is minning against you like massively.
And then, after the Pale Rider lifts the scythe, leaving a hole, Yang will pick up his huge fucking gun. Not the rifle, the pistol. The huge pistol. And shoot right in the crack.
Alright. Okay, let's see. Jeez, it is not doing well.
Damn!
Alright, so yeah, kind of distracted, not knowing where to aim. You end up shooting it in the crack, causing its head to kind of break, and the face mask shatters. You see the skeletal grimace inside of a basic scaffolding of a face, of internal design, systems, and such. And
You're one ugly motherfucker.
And fire ends up erupting
Good
around it,
reference.
almost making a flaming aura around its head.
Do we roll for a rain versus flames again?
Yes. Jeez, this is just embarrassing. Alright.
Embarrassment robot.
Escalate.
Escalation.
Min,
need to
max,
max
and a
this.
5.
Oh shit!
Ah!
Oh!
Damn.
Alright, this is a
That was
lot of
cool.
escalation, so Angra, don't worry, you're not gonna die. I'll give you a bizarre point for this too.
Hey! Hey!
Yeah, so, with a sudden burst, from the skull, all of the flame within its furnace body rises up through its neck, launching out, flying into Pale Rider. At once, Pale Rider is consumed with flame, almost burns away as the clouds themselves just kind of get knocked off. With a burst of energy, you're sent back, flaming, kind of hitting against the crate and then bouncing again and landing on this crate, and then just kind of hitting the wall again.
Fuck.
Yeah, at this point, only one standing up front would be the... You're not unconscious, but you're like very low HP. I'd just say 3. But at this point, Clarice, you kind of can... you are within range now if you wanted to heal...
Yes, I'm going to fix up Chuckle. Also, I'd like to set a secret action. But yes, here goes the healing. I need to double check the numbers on it very fast. I believe it's 2d6? Or it might be 1d6. Healing ham on. 2d6, real health. 2d6. 11 health! Almost max!
nice!
That's
Damn.
more than half of my HP.
You feel the energy of...
And that activates my secret action, I think.
Oh shit!
You see, I anticipated getting my ass kicked. So his secret action is, just in case he got his ass kicked knowing Clarice can use Haman, he had a crystal on his hand, ready to fucking fire Haman laser beam out.
Oh, yeah!
Oh man,
Oh,
that's a
can-
3d6. That's a
Yeah.
3d6 secret action.
Oh, that's so good!
Alright, fire that shit.
Should I roll as well at the same time?
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
you roll it. This
Yeah.
was your secret action. You do the 3d6. This is too cool.
Okay.
yes. And you also add Clarissa's brawn modifier, which
Plus
is 5.
Yeah.
So 3d6 plus 5.
Holy shit!
This is its durability? Alright, so just get over that.
3d6 plus 5, 7 plus 5, that is 12. I beat it.
12.
That's 2
12,
times
alright.
as much damage as I dealt to it.
Alright. A laser beam soars through, kind of piercing it at a random spot in its chest cavity. It actually seems to stagger a bit. With its claws, it's there, but it's still standing strong, and the flames are only growing more intense. But at this point, Yona, you feel it. The energy. You weren't sure exactly what was being caused, but now you understand. You see them. You see this man's chains. You understood in the last moments of Pale Rider's presence. You saw that stand. You saw it form. And I'm just going to take it a little narrative while we transition here. So
Yeah, go for it.
you see flames begin to erupt from this now, but now you understand why. Not because of the thing with some advanced mechanical machine that could fire flamethrowers. That is the truth, but there is something more. It controls flames. It uses them. It has some strange ability, an ability you recognize. The word stand resonates in your mind. Yang, who told you it, This must be what he's talking about. Suddenly, the burst of flame comes forward. I'm gonna say Roy ends up kind of pulling the couch over again, blocking the damage again, but it ends up pushing back against you, the force knocking you both back. You end up getting put back here, and then suddenly you feel an awakening in yourself. Something comes to your being. Give me a second.
Now I'm face up, I hold up, I regret.
With a sudden burst, a figure forms next to you. Something large, covered in water. You feel your soul speaking out, screeching, just with energy, pressure. This is not just some strange entity. You feel like it's been with you your whole life. This is a stand. This is your stand. You don't know, you don't have a name for it, you don't know what to call it, but it is familiar. A nameless thing that yet seems like it is you. An identity. And it looks up, sees the beast, and it unleashes the torrent of water. Alright. Let me just... Alright, I'm gonna bring us back now. Okay. You've managed to oh, yes. Water floods the entire spot, instantly disintegrating a bunch of frames underneath saltwater presence. Some flames, the only flames left in the room on the side of the robot. At once, you stare off. Your stand materializing, almost forming out of the water that is spilled to the side. You see it form next to you. Its form equally the size of the robot. And you know that this is how you will defeat it.
Holy shit!
What the hell?
Well, that's way cooler than my stand.
Yes, it is positively impressive. Chuckle point me in the right direction.
Johan looks
that
down. Johan looks down at his hands. Water is coursing over them. He fell as he was being pushed back. He uses this crate to his left to prop him back up. As he stands, he clenches his fist, and suddenly a sphere of water goes off around the box. It's not big, but enough to encase the box in a sphere of water. He looks at it perplexed, like he doesn't understand what is going on. He touches it, and it disperses.
And when it disperses, I'll kind of continue on from here.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah. And when it disperses larger than you expected. It spreads. The beast itself releasing the water from its surroundings, forming on the floor, and suddenly the entire floor becomes water.
Yeah, but
Let me just...
First on fire, then drowning. Damn.
Here, I'll bring you guys to the front. When you enter the surface, the water pushes you all forward. It seems to lift you. It's no issue to actually stand on this water.
yeah. All right.
I gotta get it. Roll 20 sure is fun, guys.
Yep. You're doing really well, though.
Yep, you're doing great.
Mad props.
Yay! Ugh.
I'm sorry.
Man, this is gonna be great. And then it's not.
Oh man, James, this is a this is a
Send
cool.
that to the back.
This
Yes,
was a
that's what I'm
cool
doing right
stand
now.
idea.
Okay.
It's basically like the Lang. But anyways, yes. Oh, what a cool stand idea, guys.
Yeah.
Like, there you go.
There you
There
go.
we are.
There you
All
go.
Okay. Anyways, what is the speed of this thing when it's reached max?
When the speed is pushed to the max,
Yes.
its base is C, but it would be A for speed if that's the stat that you wanna
Oh,
boost.
no, it's gonna be all maxed right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna restart initiative. You go first now, James.
Johan grasps looks down at his hand and the box that's sitting next to him. He understands, at least on a base level, what his stand is capable of. He reaches out, he looks at the robot in front of him. What part was affected by the rust the most?
The helmet and the chest, which have now started to split open. It's basically wrapping itself in fire in an attempt to protect itself.
Johan is going to reach out to his stand mentally, and it's going to cock its massive fist back and punch this stack of crates as hard as it can into the robot.
All right. Roll me an opposed strength, which is 3d6 max in this case.
Do I compute my brawn too, or is that just the stand?
No, just a stand.
Alright, so 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. This is 3d6 keep 2 because the actual you're hitting the rust spots. Oh, so that's 4.
Oh.
You punch forward, causing a large crash of boxes to all fly into it. And they just don't hit it alone. They're also charged with energy, so when they release, salt water splashes across the entire machine, short-circuiting wires and causing fires to go out all across its body. It stumbles around, not knowing exactly what to do here. In response...
As one of the boxes falls, I'm going to detonate the stand's ability. I clench my fist, and one of the boxes detonates into a sphere of water.
Alright. So, let me just make one of these, except we'll make it smaller.
Yeah, right?
Sphere? Did you mean square?
Squares are fine.
A perfect square forms around basically the outer areas of the robot, encircling it in more salt water. Alright. So let's just make it a roll now. It's a dumbass, so it's just gonna try to burn its way out, so roll a counter to that.
3d6?
Mm-hmm.
God bless.
Ooh. Once encompassed, it attempts to, as it's done with all water so far, try to heat up the water, evaporating it quickly. But as it burns, it almost makes a feedback loop. The water burns, instantly returns to liquid form, and just swarms back in around it. This continues as the water pressures in. And then, suddenly, with the pressure of deep blue sea and the salt water messing with its systems, the metal carapace crushes in. The circuits malfunction. The body starts to compress. You bring it in and almost make it form into a small, compressed little pile of metal on the floor. The square itself just forming neatly, and then the water just kind of disperses, and the form has been completely crushed on the floor.
Is it
Everyone
dead?
else is kind of... Oh, it's very dead. It has stopped moving, at least. You end up breathing heavily, but before you can even do anything, you just kind of stumble a bit. The pure energy of this thing being too much for you to handle as you just stumble down. The water splashes off, spreads through the entire room, and you crash to the ground. And you blank out.
Oh, that triggers my secret action, by the way. When I water slid over that couch, I was going to blast whoever sat on it next with healing energy, so I guess enjoy yourself. Like he face plants on the couch and just... I thought that would be more relevant, frankly.
Am I still conscious?
No, but you feel very comfy.
Okay,
Well, at least I have
so-
that.
I want to understand something really quick.
Mhm.
So, you charged that couch with Hamon energy.
Yes.
Christian, would my stand conduct Hamon energy?
Yes, if you can do it.
Alright, roll how much it would heal.
Let's see. Are your chains still attached to it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't throw it yet.
2d6. Gadoink. 8 damage.
Okay. Alright.
That damage is doubled against vampires.
Clarice sure can't see where your chains are attached.
She can't. The mysterious gimp-suited man is just okay. James, let's go with Johan. Johan, during your final moments of consciousness, you see the gimp-suited figure, this strange being, just kind of looking at you, cocking its head, and suddenly it looks like shocked with a taser. It just kind of disintegrates, and out from it, this man just kind of stumbles back to the ground, hits his head on the crate, and falls to the ground.
Jan has just enough energy to raise one eyebrow in a perplexed look before finally succumbing to
You okay there, buddy?
Oh, did I do that? Was that one me?
And as that, you fade to black. And let me just get something else ready.
Christ. Out of character, I'm at 2 HP!
God damn it.
Fuck, I didn't even take any damage from anything other than Jay.
But mathematically speaking, I restored more health than I hurt to the team.
Hello? Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Hey.
Yeah, you're good.
Actually, mathematic.
I was talking to nothing, apparently.
Oh, good.
What
What were you trying to say?
Young was going to reach out to his phone and dial up to the JamiroCorp president, his employer.
All right, so you're gonna do I'll say that happens while off screen. What were you gonna talk to them about though? Just so we know.
I was going to report that this guy had awakened a stand that was very powerful while pointing a gun at his head while he was unconscious. Ask him if he should take care of it right now.
Clarice, surprising for like someone of her size, just fucking picks up Johan, like fucking throws him over one shoulder. Oh no, we're keeping this one.
You're the one I should be responding to now, huh?
Yes, indeed. I believe I'm the senior officer on this adventure.
So, what's everyone's name? I don't know any of them. What the hell are you guys?
My name is Clarice Lapton, and she's rifling through Johan's wallet. This is Johann Joestar. Or do you think it's Johan? That's tricky.
Joestar.
Whatever, sounds fake. Who are you?
Huh?
Call me
She looks
Jan.
at Jan.
Call me Jan. Yes, Jan.
Oh, Jan, it's a pleasure to meet you. I suppose we'll be working together from this moment onwards.
Yeah, JamiroCorp kind of paid me to keep an eye on you guys, stuff like that.
Wow, that's my job description as well. What a coincidence.
Although I do think they asked me to keep an eye on you specifically.
Wow, that's my job description as well. What a coincidence. Looks at her papers. One of the lines, watch yourself.
So, he shakes everyone's hands and like slouches over covered in burns.
Oh, give me 1 second to look at those. I'll heal you right up.
Me too, bud. Me too.
Don't worry,
so
I'll heal everybody.
Oh man, I accidentally tabbed out.
Oh, Roy, you're real messed up. What got you?
I'm gonna say because of the Haman, this is all stuff that's just being heard by Johan, just kind of out in and out of like strange consciousness.
I think occasionally.
Oh, great!
I think
Apparently Johan heard me talking about killing him.
There are times as the group is going wherever they are because Johan doesn't retain enough consciousness to be aware of where he is, where he wakes up, hears what's going on, mentally rolls his eyes, and then willingly passes out again.
That's so good. I'm just gonna take the time to heal everybody up between the fights.
All right. And I'm gonna transition us in a second here.
Yo, this is fun. Christian, I can tell you that the combat has really improved since last time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, but that was a large HP enemy, so I'm glad that you know.
Worked out well.
Mhm.
I still can't believe I took 0 damage that whole time, and then
Damage from... The first damage you took was from friendly fire.
Yep.
yeah, a secret
so-
action kills me.
Just so I
Literally
know,
kills me.
are you all kind of crouched over Johan's body when he wakes up, or are you guys like going to be spread around doing?
Clarice is still carrying him.
Hey, should we cuff him just
You
in case?
Oh, it's fine.
I'm
If he wakes up, I'll beat him
unconscious.
senseless.
I'll have you guys spread out
Yeah,
once
sure.
you enter the scene. Just move yourself where you guys are going to be. But Clarice is going to be over Johan to start.
Okay.
No, really, who's carrying Roy?
I'll lend you a hand. I'll lend
They
you a
get-
hand.
They get a block away from the warehouse before they go shit, and they have to go back and get him.
Okay. Anyways,
I'll
so
put you over my bike and use it as a fucking stretcher.
Johan, you feel something, a soft, kind energy, something feels like the sun fresh on your body. And you realize maybe it is. You slowly drift to life as you hear voices speaking over you. Boss,
Oh god.
boss, boss, boss! Oh my God, you're alive! You look
God.
up. The sunset lies before you.
Oh god. Johan jolts up and like
Now, hold still.
cups his head.
Clarice is going to, like, arc her arm back. You hear her fingers clack and lock into place as a charge runs between them. Clear! She slams it into the side of your face and you're healed.
Oh, god. What the hell? Johan just kind of like looks over. What? Who? Johan looks at the sun. How long was I out for?
Ooh, good 6-7 hours.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, surprisingly, we've kept it civil for the entire 6-hour duration. We left and got snacks at some point, but I'm glad you're awake now.
You
You
want some
know-
Funyuns?
You know, I hardly know any of you, but I highly doubt this was kept civil the entire time I was out.
Oh, it's extreme. It's always civil. Take the Funyuns.
Johan takes the Funyuns,
Good, see, we're all
pops them
friends.
open, and takes... Christian, I try to sit up. Do I feel like any... How do I feel?
You actually feel great. You feel like you just got a nice rest. You've actually felt more alive than you ever
Hey,
have
Christian.
before.
Christian, can I get control of my bike?
Yes.
I stand up and stretch my legs and take inventory of myself to see if there's anything out of place.
All right.
Oh, I took your wallet. She gives you your wallet back.
Yeah, with a disgusted look on his face, Johan snatches his wallet back and pockets it.
You find the
Wait,
box-
before he pockets it, he goes through his wallet. To
Yeah,
make
everything.
Sure there's
Oh,
nothing
everything's still there. I just had to check your name, your ID, to see if you were an organ donor or not. You know.
missing.
Your
Yeah,
social security number.
Oh, wait. Wait. Burn, you're in the truck. You're in the car. You're in the car, Burn. You're asleep. All right. Yeah.
Is this Chief?
Is
Yeah,
is
you,
he in the trunk? Can he be in the trunk?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Johan,
You
Johan
actually...
rubs his head and looks
feeling-
over at Yang. Oh, sorry, you going.
Oh, no, you can talk to Young first.
Yang, he looks at Yang. You got a cigarette or anything?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
You got a cigarette?
Nah, I have chocolate cigarettes if you want one.
Johan takes the chocolate cigarette.
I told you
It's
we
kinda
got
melted.
snacks.
He prefers this infinitely more than the actual cigarette.
A man of culture, I see.
Yeah.
I think
Johan,
you
for
and
the
I
first
will get along
time,
just-
for the first time since this whole ordeal started, Johan shoots Yang a smile, a smirk. Corporal report.
Your smirk kind of ends up fading a bit as across from you, you see the gritty, dull, disgusting face of your manager, or generally
Shit.
the head foreman, and he's waiting patiently, but without an ounce of patience on his face, for you to come talk to him. Oh, sorry, boss. He's been waiting for a little while now.
Yeah, it's fine. I knew this was coming. Guard roll, let's go. Johan looks at the woman in front of him and the guy behind him and Young. Look, for what it's worth, thanks. After I get yelled at, I plan on asking you guys some questions. I hope you're...
Do we respond to this guy also?
I hope you've got
he talked to
answers.
you briefly. You gave him a report of what happened, but besides that, he's been really quiet to you guys.
Wait, hold on, Mr. Joestar. I have a question to ask you. Can I get your
Yeah,
autograph?
what is it?
Can I get your autograph?
I don't know why you would want my autograph. I'm just a boat
Do you
captain.
not realize the name Joestar?
Nope, not at all.
You have no idea how much fucking significance that has?
It's pretty big.
Real big.
Honestly, I was just kind of given the last name. I don't know much about my parents or my back life, and all I really have, and as far as family's concerned, is my... He stops and looks down. Anyway, whatever. You got paper?
Sure don't. It all burned up in that fire.
Yes, I actually do. She reaches into somewhere and pulls out completely intact paper. You'd be surprised. I'm oddly good at hiding things when getting set on fire and drenched.
You all noticed that Chuckle was
Oh,
mostly
yeah.
naked from getting entirely lit on fire.
Johan just kind of, upon suddenly realizing this, does a double take, signs his autograph, and puts the paper, and kind of just covers him with the autographed paper.
Thanks.
Chuck,
You're
he doesn't-
welcome.
He doesn't know a thing about his name. He doesn't know a thing about any of this.
He points at Clarice. You might want to get him some clothes. He
It's
takes
true.
the
It's mighty chilly out here.
You'd be surprised
takes
how often
the-
this happens.
he takes the captain's cloak off of his shoulders and kind of tosses it to him. Take care of that. I'm gonna want it back.
Oh, sweet. Jerks
Don't-
around himself.
Don't do anything weird to my coat.
Don't worry.
He looks very uncomfortable now.
Fine. Young, he looks at Young. Thanks. Keep an eye on them.
Yeah, sure. I'll try my best.
Yep. Young shoves his
Hey.
hands into his pockets and walks up to a captain.
Hey, boss. Sorry
He-
for tossing water at you at that.
Oh, no problem. I have a particular distaste for water, but that's neither here nor there.
Johan stopped promptly, his heels clicking against the ground. He
Your
takes
corporal quickly and follows suit.
he
and actually
takes a
steps back a bit.
he takes a drag of the chocolate cigarette and shoots the captain, whatever his name is, a long, hard glare. So, you want to tell me what the hell's going on?
I'm more curious about what the hell's going on with you, Captain Joestar.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
When you ended up your procedure, we had some... He kind of just... Frustration on his face stops a bit. You had a box. It had something important inside of it. Why did you put it in danger to look at this warehouse? Why didn't you stay offshore?
Johan, as he's being berated, kind of just clicks his heels to the left, or to the right, rather, and just kind of shoots a tall glance at the warehouse. Well, if you're gonna be like that, there were a lot of important things in that box. So why is what I had in this little thing so important to you?
I don't want lip, Captain. Give me the box now, and maybe this can be forgiven. He steps
Yeah,
forward.
well, I didn't want my warehouse. Johan kind of juts out his arm and pushes him back. Yeah, well, I didn't want my warehouse up in flames, but I guess we don't get everything we
Upon
want.
pushing, these two guards behind kind of act up a bit. They don't do anything particularly. They just kind of make themselves present, and he just kind of looks at you.
Johan clicks his attention and body back towards the captain and flicks up the his scabbard on his cutlass, showing just a little bit of blade.
Is that a threat, Captain?
Suddenly arcing from behind. Oh, it seems like things are getting mighty tense over here. Don't mind me.
Hey, you. I asked you
can
guys
I-
briefly, but this is official JamiroCorp business. This does not concern you.
Actually, you might be surprised. We too are employed by JamiroCorp.
What branch?
Takes a step forward. My name is Clarice Lapton, part of Special Investigations, and if you're giving one of my lackeys trouble, bumps Johan in the side of the head.
It hurts actually a bit. It's a thump.
Well, then you're giving the rest of us trouble as well. I hope
You start hearing knocking from the truck.
Christian,
Mm-hmm.
was it the president of JamiroCorp that employed us, or?
Yes, actually, you are directly employed as a president attendee. Special
I,
investigation
I,
for the
I,
president.
I get my phone out of my pocket. I do realize that perk point guns at me when I reach my pocket. I pull out my cell phone, go through the numbers library, and just show JamiroCorp president with the number.
He kind of gives an upwards glance, but then kind of looks at you. Do you have identification for that?
Actually, yes.
I can call him if you want to talk to him.
No, it's completely okay. Clarice reaches into somewhere, pulls out, paperwork after paperwork. Here, of course, everything proving exactly who I am. Honestly, I'm all for letting you guys talk things out. After all, it's important to communicate, especially when things go awry, but I have an interest in keeping things civil, after all.
Yeah.
Johan kind of shoots both of them.
I prepare a secret action.
Chuckle pops open the trunk and throws steam Funyuns in it and closes it. Soft crunching noises.
Oh my god.
As this guy reads the paper up here, his face slowly morphs into more and more concerned appearances, so much so that the other guards that were just investing in the area get so curious they just kind of come over and peek over his shoulder.
Clarice gets a shitty cat grin on her face. This is delightful.
Johan, kind of amused, smirks and chuckles to himself. You got a problem there, Captain?
No, sir, he responds to you using the honorific. And ma'am, I apologize for my rudeness to your employee. I see you moving on up, Captain. My good salutations to me. If you need any good recommendations, I'll make sure to recommend you good recommendation letters to me. Nothing but the best.
Personally,
Thank you for your time with the JamiroCorp Shipping Company.
Personally, Commander, I believe I'm under better management, but having you in my back pocket will just treat me nicely. Johan kind of clicks his cutlass back into place.
Oh, I'm glad you settled things completely diplomatically. It's so great to work with people who understand the nuances of communication. She takes the papers back and walks back.
Yeah, this guy kind of claps you on the back. You got promoted, boss. Good job. I haven't seen you smile like this in months.
Johan kind of actually catches himself and kind of goes puts back on grin. Yeah, he turns back to Corporal. Look, are you gonna be all right?
Don't worry about me, boss. In fact, I think with you gone, I might be going up the ranks soon. So I still like the scene a lot. So don't worry about me, buddy.
Yeah, well, Johan extends out a hand to Corporal. Good luck, huh?
Yeah, thanks.
If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Yes, sir.
Take care of yourself.
You too. He kind of heads over. I guess I gotta talk to him now, though. You have a good day, though. He kind of scoots around you and starts talking to him, taking the offhanded, slight, quiet berating for you.
Hey, Christian.
Mhm.
Can I make a small scene here with my secret action that I had prepped?
Yes.
So, while me and Johan are walking away, I just I raise my hand to Johan. Sees that I had a small wire attached to my hand, and I just say 3. We're still walking. 2, 1, and then from the captain's pocket, explosion of water.
Water bursts out, causing his pants to get soaked. He's like, what? There is hardly suppressed chuckles from everyone, including the soldiers around him.
Johan kind of just looks back at Young and just shoots him a look like, you did that, huh?
Eating grin. I give you a light punch on the heart and say, welcome to the team.
Wait, Yang.
What?
Yang, hold on. Johan pulls out the revolver that he had been handed by Yang.
I was about to ask you to give me that back. So, but thank you
He spins it, Trick spins it style, and on the last upward spin, lets go of it and tosses it back to Yang.
Jan just opens the wing, and the revolver fits perfectly into the wing slot.
Nice balance on that gun. Good shot, too.
It's my life.
Yeah, well, I guess it's my life, too, now.
As you say that, you kind of take one last look at the sea. Your friend and the only source of sanity for now. Becoming a landlubber for a little while. But as you look at the sunset one last time, for now, on this day, you realize that, well, the sun looks beautiful no matter where you're looking. And with that, you go do. And that would be a cut.
Ooh,
Hey!
Nice.
That was nice.
very nice. Should I stop the recording?
Well, you gotta catch the to be continued screen.
Oh, of course.
Oh, zoom out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, goodness. Oh, that's so good. So what's gonna happen on the next episode, Christian?
On the next episode of Carbon Interface, the gang will now find themselves in a new briefing to get the new one up to speed. A next target. A new, very irritating boss. And most importantly, new friends.
Fantastic.
Yes. And that'll be it.
Excellent.